everybody, I'm Jackson from the Bushcraft Rose, and this is my gear video. So, we've basically got a pickaxe shovel, which can also turn into a hoe. Yeah, it's there. You can do it like that, then scrape it out like that. And it also comes with this little neat case. It was made, let me see when it was made. It was made in 1873 from this. I believe that they had a shovel like this. This is a new version of the shovel, but I think I know that this shovel is from another one from the military. On to the next one. It is an ultimate survival guide for kids, and it also says how to escape from a bear and how to do a compass from your watch, how to know, and how to survive in the wild. So that will come in handy. Next on my list is the ground sheet of my tent, and this is the actual tent thing. It's pretty big, but it can fold up into a really small thing, and you can even make it like a teepee. Next on my list is knives. This is the knife that I got for Christmas. And it's a my Laplander knife. Next is a safety knife. It's a bit rusty because I've been using it a lot lately. Next, it's always great to have a multi-tool in hand. So, I've got this one from Springfield's, the website, and you can get it with a little knife kit. And it also comes with a paracord bracelet and this knife. It's a really good knife because it's a foldable knife. So, I'm just getting to open it. This.
But you only have these under adult supervision.
Yeah, and you only have knives under adult supervision, and you should never play with matches or a lighter or even small little knives like this. Next on my list is fire plugs. You rip these little things apart like this. And like this. You cut it and get it in half, and then you use one half to start a fire and the other half to use in the future. Next on that. Next on my list is a fire steel, also known as a fire necklace, actually. Because so here's the striker, and here's the magnesium. You strike it like this, like that, and you can also do it like that, like that. It is very handy in the wild, but it's an emergency one. So that's my anyway. Next up is some more fire plugs. I've got a whole tin, 2 whole tins of them right here. So I will never run out. Next on my list is paracord. paracord always comes in handy because you can use it as rope, you can use it as like to tie your shoelace up, you can use it to even climb up a tree. And it is extremely large, and it has this and this is survival cord. It has this red or purple string inside of that, and that can be used to start a fire. Next up on my list is a sharpener. You always need a sharpener in case you don't know how to use a knife or you're a bit tired of using a knife. Next up on my list is first aid. First aid comes in very handy use because it can help you even if you cut your leg like really badly, and a tourniquet can also stop the bleeding, but it will hurt like a bunch. And this is what I've got in my survival kit. Some spray if you and it heals you. Some hand gel in case you need to clean your hands. Tweezers to take out any thorns or stuff. A lot of plasters. I've got 2 types of plasters here. This is a circle one for like a small bruise on your finger or something. Next up is some lip trapstick here, and because this is very handy in the wilderness in case like your lips to crack up, and then you can just do it like this. Next is some holding in case you break your arm, and you can use it as this. Next is 4 pairs of gloves. Next up is some other plasters. These plasters are meant for like big on your knee and stuff, but not all. These aren't the biggest plasters. Next is a baby wipe, but it's also known as a glasses cleaner because those have the same things as baby wipes in them. Next up is a handkerchief. A handkerchief is always good in need because you can cut it in half and use it as a water filter. Some pins to hold this up. Moving up to my next one. A survival bracelet. A survival bracelet is basically paracord wrapped in some more paracord. Well, the other kind of survival bracelets, which I have, has got a flint and steel on it. And mine also has a whistle, and also has a compass on it. And you can also use it as paracord in a serious situation. Next up is a little hammer, because hammers are really handy because if you want to pin your pegs in, you can just do that. And this is a multi-tool hammer, and it can also be used as pliers, a knife, And one more thing. A screwdriver. Next is a saw, a foldable saw. It's a Laplander saw, and these come in very good use because you can like cut wood to make your fort, whatever you call it, firewood, and also some you can make some fences with these to go, or some traps even. Next up is some more pairs of gloves because I use gloves so much that I have like a ton of these. Next is a wrench. You in case you've got a loose thing, it's always good to have a mini wrench in use. Next is fat rope stick. It's great as tinder, and you can actually see the fat rope in it if you push it up. Next, rope. Rope is good because, like, in case you run out of paracord, you can use rope. And you can also do a bunch more stuff. You can do the same as paracord, and if not, a bit more or less. Next up is a hat. You always need a hat in case it's cold outside, or you're in the mountains or the Rockies. Next up is some tactical carabiners. These are plastic ones, and it says not for climbing because these are tactical ones, not emergency ones. I've got two colours here. One is camo green, and the rest. And I've got two of these green ones and two of the black ones. Next up, some instructions for your tent. We don't always do the same as this because we like to get creative and stuff. And these aren't quite of the best tents. That's how to use them. Next up is some hand gel. Some more hand gel here. Got it from MAS, whatever. Next up is a torch. So, torches are great for camping and even walking your own dog. Because if it gets dark and you don't have a tracking device or a suitable thing, you can use that. Next up is some pocket bellows. Pocket bellows are used for starting a fire, not starting the fire, but to make the fire bigger. Comes in two versions: a small one and a big one. The small one is meant for smaller fires, and the bigger one is meant for like really gigantic fires actually. Next up is Vaseline. Vaseline is handy because like you can put on some cotton balls